Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is the case of Deanna Wingender.
This is the case of Raphael Oyagi, a man who killed a woman he met on Craigslist over compensation. On November 23, 2016, around 12:40 p.m., Nassau County Police responded to a call of a woman's body that was found by two pizza drivers behind the pizza shop that they worked at. When officers arrived, they found the body of Deanna Wingender laying in a low, grassy area with blood on her fingertips and partially unclothed. She was wearing a jacket, she had something over her head, and her pants were pulled down to her knees. Upon examining the scene, a trail of blood drops led from Deanna's body to the back door of an apartment that was above the shops in the same plaza as the pizza shop. That apartment was Raphael's, and he already had a previous record including assaulting an ex-girlfriend, a DUI, and violating a protective order. When officers got to Raphael, he was still covered in blood, and he was arrested and charged with second-degree murder that same day. On November 22nd, the night before, Raphael found Deanna advertising her services on Craigslist. They got in contact, and he arranged a car service to pick her up and bring Deanna to his apartment. Deanna was dropped off in between 6 and 9 p.m., and the night started as planned, but when the service was over, they got into a fight over compensation. He didn't want to pay her, so around 10 p.m. while they were in the fight, Raphael grabbed a hammer and hit Deanna multiple times in the head, face, and torso, killing her. According to a friend of Deanna's that I was speaking to, she said that there was mention during the court proceedings of SA to Deanna's body after she had already passed, but I didn't see any charges that were officially filed for that. Afterwards, he brought her body down the stairs and placed her in a low grassy area behind the plaza where she was found the next day. Raphael was being held without bond, and the day after he was arrested, he pled not guilty to second-degree murder. However, on May 10, 2018, Raphael changed his plea to guilty to the second-degree murder charge, and in June that same year, he was sentenced to 20 years to life in prison. Looking at his inmate record, the earliest that he will be released is 2037, but that will all depend on how the parole interview will go. He may still be serving life in prison. This case was requested by Caitlin, who was a friend of Deanna's for about 13 years before her passing, and she told me a lot about Deanna. She told me that Deanna would struggle with addiction, and sometimes that would get her in some dangerous situations, but she always had her family, her friends, and Caitlin. She said that Deanna was an awesome girl who was fun-loving and a great friend. Deanna's father wasn't in the picture, but she was close to her mom and grandma and dreamed of becoming a registered nurse. She would always talk about traveling, and she wanted to have 2 kids. I have seen cases with stories similar to this, and somehow there are always comments where people try to justify what happened to people because of their job, addiction, or because of their lifestyle. And I know I'm some random person on the internet, but something I would love for you to all keep in mind is that there is always a chance that a loved one of the victims that we talk about can come across the video and scroll through the comments, so please be kind.